March 1st. The universe just handed you a brand new month, wrapped in possibility, tied with a golden bow. And most of us are sitting here wondering if the electricity bill is going to get paid before the lights go out. I see you. I know you. And I'm here to tell you that today, this very day, March the 1st, is not just another square on the calendar. It is a divine appointment. It is the universe clearing its throat and saying, "Are you ready?" Because I have been trying to get your attention for quite some time now, darling, and you keep looking at your phone instead of looking at the sky. You did not stumble upon this video by accident. There are no accidents in a universe that is mathematically precise, spiritually intentional, and absolutely brimming with abundance that has your name written all over it. You were guided here. Something in you, some quiet inner knowing, some flicker of divine intelligence that lives in your chest like a small but stubborn candle flame, led you to press play, and I want you to honor that instinct, because that instinct is the beginning of everything. Now, before we go any further, I want to acknowledge something real. I want to look you square in the eyes through this screen and say, I know it has been hard. I know February did not exactly roll out the red carpet for you. Maybe February took your money and gave you a head cold in return. Maybe it handed you a bill you did not expect, a conversation you did not want, a silence where there should have been an answer. Maybe you spent the last 28 days feeling like you were running on a treadmill set, just a little too fast. And no matter how hard you pumped your legs, you were not actually getting anywhere. If that is you, take a breath right now. A real one. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Because you made it. You are here. February is behind you. And March, glorious, abundant, miraculous March, is spread out before you like a feast you have not yet tasted. And here is the thing about feasts. You cannot eat them if you are standing outside the door with your arms crossed, telling yourself you probably do not deserve it anyway, and the food is probably not that good, and someone else will get the best seat. That is what so many of us do with abundance. We circle it. We admire it from a distance. We watch other people walk into their blessings like they own the place, while we stand on the sidewalk with our noses pressed against the glass. And I want to talk to you today about why that happens and, more importantly, how you stop doing it, starting right now. The core of everything I want to share with you comes down to one idea that sounds almost insultingly simple until you sit with it long enough to realize it is the most profound thing you will ever encounter. The idea is this: your words are wands, your thoughts are magnets, and your imagination is the mold into which the universe pours your reality. That is not poetry. That is not wishful thinking dressed up in fancy language. That is the law by which this entire universe operates, and it has been operating this way since before any of us arrived here with our bills and our doubts, and our very strong opinions about whether or not good things can happen to us. Let me explain this in a way that makes sense, even if you are the most skeptical person watching this right now, because I love skeptical people. Skeptical people, when they finally get it, become the most powerful manifestors on the planet because they bring the full force of their analytical minds to this work, and the results are absolutely spectacular. So welcome, skeptics. Pull up a chair. Science tells us that everything is energy. Your physics teacher told you this, and whether you paid attention in class or were passing notes, this fact remains stubbornly true. Everything, the chair you are sitting on, the air in your lungs, the phone or computer you are using to watch this, everything is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Your thoughts are also energy. Your emotions are energy. And energy has an effect on the field around it. The universe, this vast, intelligent, responsive field in which we all swim like fish who have forgotten they are in water, responds to the energy you are putting out. It does not judge. It does not have a committee that meets on Tuesdays to decide whether you deserve good things. It simply responds. It is like a very sophisticated mirror that reflects back whatever you are holding in your inner world. This is both the most wonderful and the most terrifying piece of information you will ever receive about your life. It is wonderful because it means you are not a victim of circumstance. It is terrifying because it means you cannot blame circumstance anymore. And I say that with all the love in my heart, because blame, while deeply satisfying in the short term, is the single most effective way to keep yourself locked out of your own blessings. The moment you hand your power to what happened last year, to what someone did to you, to what your bank account currently says, you have tossed the keys to your kingdom into the ocean and then complained that you cannot get inside. So let us talk about March. This magnificent month is sitting here like a blank canvas, like a fresh page, like a garden that has just been turned over and is ready to receive whatever seeds you choose to plant. March does not care what February looked like. March has no memory of last year. March is not impressed by your past, and it is not intimidated by your dreams. March is simply open. It is an open door, and you get to decide what you walk toward. Now, I want to give you something practical to work with, because spiritual wisdom without practical application is just very beautiful wallpaper. Pretty to look at, but it does not change the foundation of the house. The first thing I want you to understand is the power of the word. Not just any words, but the specific, intentional, deliberately chosen words you speak about your own life. Most of us are entirely unconscious about this. We go through our days narrating our experience in ways that actively work against us. Someone asks how you are doing and you say, "Oh, surviving," and you laugh it off like it is a joke, but the universe does not understand jokes. The universe takes everything literally and says, "Surviving? Absolutely. Here is more of that." You say, "I can never catch a break," and the universe, like a very eager but slightly confused assistant, says, "Can never catch a break? Got it." Coming right up. You say, "Money always slips through my fingers," and the universe says, "Slipping through fingers? Consider it done." This is why I want you to begin March with a complete renovation of your inner vocabulary around wealth, health, and abundance. This is not about lying to yourself. This is not about standing in front of the mirror declaring you are a millionaire when your account has $14 in it and feeling like a complete fraud. That approach does not work because you do not believe it, and the universe, being no fool, picks up on your disbelief immediately. What I want you to do is something far more sophisticated. I want you to speak to the truth of what is possible, rather than the reality of what currently is, while simultaneously holding gratitude for what already exists. Instead of saying, "I cannot afford that," which shuts every door and window in your energetic house, you say, "That is not where I am choosing to place my resources right now." Do you feel the difference? The first is a declaration of lack that the universe will faithfully reproduce. The second is a statement of agency that keeps the door open for more to come. Instead of saying, "I am so tired all the time," you say, "My body is learning how to restore itself fully." You are not denying that you are tired. You are pointing in the direction of where you are going. This is what the most abundant people on this earth understand intuitively. They are not luckier than you. They are not more deserving than you. They have simply learned to speak the language of increase rather than the language of lack. They have learned to see with the eyes of possibility rather than the eyes of evidence. Now let us talk about health, because abundance is not just about money, and I want to make sure we are completely clear on that. A person with millions in the bank who cannot get out of bed in the morning is not an abundant person. True abundance is the full, free, flowing expression of life energy in every area of your existence. Your physical body is one of the most sacred and receptive instruments you own, and it is listening to everything you say about it. Everything. When you look in the mirror and catalog your flaws, your body hears that. When you describe yourself as someone who always gets sick, your body nods along and says, "Yes, right. That is what we do." When you tell anyone who will listen about your bad back or your terrible digestion, you are essentially writing a very detailed script for your body to keep performing. I am not saying your pain is not real. Your pain is absolutely real, and I take it seriously. What I am saying is that you do not have to make it your identity. This March, I want you to begin talking about your body the way you would talk about someone you love and want to see thrive, with encouragement, with expectation of improvement, with gratitude for every single thing it is doing right, even while you acknowledge the areas that need healing. This is not denial, this is direction. Let us talk about wealth specifically, because money is the topic that makes everyone either very excited or very uncomfortable, or both simultaneously, and I want to address the discomfort directly, because the discomfort is important. Many of us have a complicated relationship with money. We want it desperately and also believe somewhere deep in our conditioning that wanting it is wrong, that having too much will corrupt us, that somehow being noble and struggling financially are the same thing. I want to say this as clearly and as kindly as I possibly can. That belief is not spiritual. That belief is not humble. That belief is a lie that has been keeping you and your family small and stuck and frustrated for far too long. Money is energy. Money is a symbol of the divine substance that underlies all of material reality. Money flows where it is welcomed, appreciated, put to good use, and spoken about with respect. Money runs away from people who are ashamed of wanting it, who treat it carelessly, who tell it there is never enough. The most generous people on earth are people who decided they deserve abundance, received it, and poured it out into the world. Generosity is not a virtue of the poor. Generosity is a virtue of the free, and freedom requires resources. Let yourself want the resources. Let yourself expect them. Let yourself receive them without guilt. Here is a simple practice for wealth this March that I promise, if you take it seriously, will begin to shift the energy around money in your life almost immediately. Every time money comes to you, in any amount, a paycheck, a refund, a dollar you find in an old coat pocket, receive it with the same intentional energy. Look at it and say, I am so grateful. There is always more where this came from. Money flows to me continuously and abundantly. You are training your inner world to be a welcoming host for wealth, rather than a reluctant, suspicious one. Wealth, like any good guest, prefers a warm welcome. And every time money goes out, every time you pay a bill, buy groceries, fill your car with petrol, say this money goes out and returns to me multiplied. You are releasing it with expectation rather than with loss. You are not hemorrhaging resources. You are planting seeds. Every dollar that leaves your hand is a seed in the ground of the universe, and if you plant it with faith rather than fear, it will return to you in a harvest you cannot yet imagine. Now let us talk about the role of action in all of this. Because I want to be very clear that what I am teaching you is not a philosophy of sitting in your favorite chair making beautiful declarations and waiting for money to rain through the ceiling. That is not how divine law works. Divine law works through people, through opportunity, through the inspired idea that comes to you in the shower, through the conversation at the right moment with the right person, through the door that opens when you were not even looking for a door. The difference between spiritual action and desperate action is enormous. Desperate action is the action of someone who does not trust the universe and is therefore trying to make everything happen through sheer force of will, which is exhausting and tends to make you very unpleasant to be around. Spiritual action is the action of someone who trusts the process completely and is therefore moving with ease, following the thread, taking the next indicated step without needing to see the entire staircase. It feels lighter. It feels like you are cooperating with something rather than fighting against everything. This March, pay close attention to your intuition. Pay attention to thoughts that come in quiet moments. Pay attention to the ideas that excite you, the opportunities that appear out of nowhere, the people who come into your life unexpectedly. The universe is specific in its communication. It does not send vague signals. It sends clear, directed guidance. And most of us miss it because we are too busy being noisy with our worry to hear it. I want to give you a framework for this month that is both spiritual and practical. In the first week of March, the week we are in right now, your work is foundation. Every morning, make your declaration. Say what this month is. Declare the wealth, the health, the abundance. Do it without apology, even if you feel ridiculous. Especially if you feel ridiculous, because that feeling of ridiculousness is simply your old programming trying to protect itself, and you can thank it for its service and then do the work anyway. Write down 3 things you are grateful for that already exist in your life. Do not reach for the dramatic. The morning coffee that is exactly the right temperature is as valid as anything else. You are training the frequency. In the second week of March, your work is release. You cannot fill a cup that is already full of the wrong things. The wrong things are the old stories, the bitterness about last year, the rehearsed resentments, The belief that you have been unlucky or overlooked or cheated. Those things are not harmless. They are active blockers standing in the doorway, preventing the new from coming in. This week, identify one story you are telling about why abundance is not available to you. Write it down. Look at it. See how long you have been carrying it. And then choose a different story. Not a lie, but a different perspective. Not, I have always been bad with money, but I am learning a new relationship with money. In the 3rd week of March, your work is expansion. Take one action, just one, that is aligned with the abundance you are claiming. If you are calling in wealth, reach out to one potential client. Have one conversation about a financial opportunity. Take one step toward the income stream you have been thinking about for months. If you are calling in health, book the appointment you have been putting off. Take the first step toward the habit you know would change things. One action taken in faith and alignment carries more power than 100 actions taken in desperation and fear. In the 4th week of March, your work is Thanksgiving. Not the Thanksgiving you do when things have gone perfectly according to plan. The Thanksgiving you offer in advance of the full harvest. You celebrate what is coming as though it is already here. In an inner way, in the quality of your energy, in the ease with which you move through your days, in the expectation with which you wake up each morning. You are a person who expected March to deliver. You carry that knowing in your body, in your posture, in the way you look people in the eye. Now I want to address something that I know some of you are thinking right now, because you are smart and you have been around long enough to have tried things that did not work. You have tried the vision boards. You have tried positive thinking. You have read the books and done the morning routines, and somehow February still showed up and did what February did. And you are wondering, what is going to be different this time? My answer is this. The difference is not the tool. The tools I have given you today are simple. The difference is the depth of your belief. Not the performed belief, not the hoped belief, but the genuine embodied belief that you are worthy of abundance, that the universe is for you and not against you, that this is your time. That belief is not something you can fake, but it is something you can grow. Every declaration is a seed. Every grateful moment is water. Every inspired action is sunlight. You are growing a belief. And like any growing thing, it requires consistency, patience, and that you keep showing up even when you cannot yet see the results. The most powerful thing you can do today is decide. Not hope, not wish, not consider the possibility that maybe things could perhaps improve slightly. Decide. Decide that March is the month things shift. Decide that abundance is your birthright and you are claiming it. Decide that your health is headed in the direction of vitality and you are cooperating with that journey. Decide that wealth is looking for you with the same intensity that you are looking for it, and that this month you are finally going to be in the same place at the same time. That decision, made from the inside out, changes everything. It changes your posture. It changes your conversations. It changes the opportunities you notice and the ones you create. It changes the energy you bring into every room. Other people feel it. The universe responds to it. March responds to it. I want you to do one thing before you close this video. Write in the comments below your declaration for March. It does not have to be elaborate. It does not have to be poetic. It just has to be true for you. March is my month of abundance. March brings me unexpected blessings. I receive wealth, health, and all good things this March. Whatever feels alive for you, write it, say it, claim it, and then watch what happens. Because the universe has been waiting for you to make this move. It has been patient. It has been holding the abundance in trust, the way a wise banker holds a fortune for a client who is not yet ready to receive it. And today, March the 1st, is the day you walk into that bank with your head held high, your shoulders back, your heart open, and you say clearly and without hesitation, I am here, I am ready, and I am here to collect what is mine. This is your month. This is your time. Welcome to March, and welcome to a new chapter of your story. The universe is listening. Speak with the authority you were born with, and let abundance find its way home to you. If this reached you today, if something in here landed in a place that needed to hear it, press the button that tells the universe, you received something valuable here. Share it with someone who needs to know that March can be different. And come back throughout this month to remind yourself of what you decided today. Not because you need convincing, but because we all need the reminder when the old patterns whisper their familiar doubts. I will see you in your abundance. I will see you in your healing. I will see you in March's magnificent, generous, overflowing blessings. Go receive what is yours.